Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and this week we got yet another exciting build for the Dragonflight beta, with this recent update adding a new PvP gear vendor, even more improvements to the dragon riding system, an update to the talent tree UI, which includes the talent tree animations, as well as a ton of class updates for druids, rogues, priests, and many more, with most seeing even more gameplay improvements and quality of life adjustments. So in today's video, I wanted to go over the most impactful class changes that we saw this week on the Dragonflight beta. But right before that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you are reminded, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as to the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get regular updates about the next World of Warcraft expansion of Dragonflight. First, we see major updates to the class of Druid, starting with the spec of Feral, with changes that aim to improve their resource generation. Firstly, the overall layout of the Feral talent trees has been adjusted, with many of the talents finding new positions to promote even more build variety. The talents of Tireless Energy and Cat's Curiosity have been bolstered in this recent build. Both of these talents greatly improve your energy regeneration, which is a massive quality of life adjustment when it comes to the basic cat gameplay. The talent of Primal Claws has also been changed to improve on your combo point building capabilities. The new talent of Relentless Predator cuts the cost of ferocious bites without reducing its overall damage. This means that a maximum damage bite only requires 40 energy, making it a much more energy efficient option. The bonus bleed effect from Rip and Tear will now scale off of your own bleed damage instead of being a static number, which can greatly increase its overall impact. The talents of Raging Fury and Tiger's Tenacity compete for the same talent node, either enhancing the duration of Tiger's Fury or providing even more offensive combat bonuses. This week, the spec of Restoration also saw talent tree changes, which primarily features talent positional adjustments, in order to help promote more build cohesion. However, one new talent has been introduced in this recent build, called Cineris's Guidance, which allows the ability of Trio of Life gain new cooldown reduction benefits. This effect occurs every time a life bloom blooms or upon regrowth crits, which could make this powerful cooldown a much more competitive talent option. This week we also saw Hunter talent tree adjustments. The ability of Wailing Arrow is receiving a slight nerf this week, with its silencing effect reduced down to only 3 seconds. But we do see other crowd control improvements. The ability of Body Shot has been reverted back into a stun effect, sundering all targets for 3 seconds when they break the binding tether. The Binding Shot root effect has been transferred into the Tar Trap ability. All enemies in close proximity of the activating Tar Trap will be rooted for a short amount of time. Next, we have updates to the class of Mage, with the talent of Overflowing Energy finally becoming implemented. Overflowing Energy causes the mage to do more damage when they critically strike. However, if the caster isn't lucky with crits, their crit chances will continue to go up until they finally reach that lucky magical burst. This talent will greatly improve mages' burst opportunities in the process, and for fire mages, this basically means 10% more raw damage inside of your combustion windows. The Arcane's talent of Impetus can bolster all arcane damage whenever arcane blasts overgenerate on arcane charges, which could be used in order to bolster your damage even further. And besides these updates, both Fire Mages and Frost Mages saw a lot of talent tree positional adjustments, which will add even more flexibility when it comes to build creativity. This week we saw even more Shadow Priest adjustments, starting with the ability of Dark Ascension, which has seen its cooldown reduced down to 1 minute, in order to be a more competitive choice against Void Eruption, with the ability attempting to mimic the design of Shadow Priest from previous expansions, focused on bursty instant cast gameplay with a focus on Mind Spike synergy. In the same style, the ability of Void Eruption has also been adjusted to mimic the design of Shadow Priest from the expansion of Legion. Spending the resource of Insanity prolongs your Void Form duration, allowing you to stay in this empowered state for much longer. Besides updates to major cooldowns, we also see buffs to the ability of Mind Flay, which can now cleave multiple targets with the ability of Psychic Link, giving this ability limited AoE potential. The ability of Mind Flay Insanity has been made much more powerful in this recent build, which promotes Mind Flay Focus, which helps promote periodic damage playstyles, with the recent adjustments to the Screams of the Void talent. Finally, the Idols of the Old Gods return as capstone traits towards the bottom of the talent tree. All of these abilities are planned to receive even more tuning to become gameplay defining capstone choices. This week we also saw massive talent updates for the class of Rogue. First of all, the cost of certain talents has been adjusted in order to create even more pathing options. And the capstone of Thistletea has also been improved. Drinking tea will increase your mastery for 6 seconds, giving this ability damage amplifying uses on top of resource regeneration. The Assassination Rogue talent trees saw new pathing options this week to help create even more build diversity, while keeping the rogue focused on empowering your daggers, your bleeds, and your deadly concoctions. The Outlaw Rogue talent trees saw very similar adjustments, which allows for even more build flexibility. Also, the talent of Heavy Hitter has been redesigned to greatly increase the value of all common point generators, which empowers many of your talent options and abilities. The Spec of Subtlety also saw new pathing improvements, but the biggest change this week is Subtlety losing Shadow Dance as a baseline talent option. As of this moment, the only way to gain Shadow Dance as Subtlety is to spec into it from your class talent tree, which looks like a bug as Shadow Dance is meant to be a baseline ability, and will likely either get fixed in a hotfix or in a future update. But if you do choose to play with Shadow Dance, however, then you can opt into the new talent of Dance Macabre, where every new ability cast inside of your Shadow Dance windows increases your damage output by 10%, stacking. And this effect will continue to stack as long as you don't repeat your abilities, otherwise it's going to reset. This talent allows for a unique playstyle that requires a lot of planning and coordination in order to achieve increased damage output. And finally, this week we saw even more Destruction Warlock updates, with the new talent of Mayhem finally becoming available for testing, where Mayhem causes nearby foes to randomly gain the Havoc debuff, causing your abilities to cleave sporadically in a chaotic type of way, with the talent of Pandemonium causing Mayhem effect to proc more often, or the talent of Cry Havoc, where randomly cleaving Chaos Bolts have a chance to explode on nearby targets. The talent of Rolling Havoc can also become even more powerful if you choose to focus on more sustained focused Destro builds. And for now, that's going to be all of the major class changes that we saw this week on the Dragonflight beta. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about all of the class changes that we saw this week? What are your thoughts about the quality of life improvements for druids and rogues, the new enhanced Crocodile potential of the class of Hunter, and the new gameplay changes to mages, priests, and warlocks? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per always, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and a live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video update or discuss these recent class changes with the rest of the channel community. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.